Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that takes the lead in today's edition for Thursday, 28th March 2024, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group. Evacuation efforts ramping up in Haiti as violence worsens. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's a service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. Amid an intensifying crisis, more people are attempting to flee from Haiti as the country descends deeper into chaos. Some Americans are opting to stay behind, including one pastor who runs an orphanage in Port-au-Prince. NBC News' Ellison Barber spoke with the pastor on why he's refusing to leave.
As Port-au-Prince falls further into chaos, evacuations in Haiti are expanding. Haiti's Sunrise Airways now selling tickets on flights from Cape Haitian to Miami. France's foreign minister says their government is organizing chartered flights out for French nationals. And the U.S. State Department continues to evacuate Americans. But some,
welcome to our cafeteria, our dining room,
like Florida pastor David Wine, are choosing not to leave.
Well, I come to Haiti 3 months and then go back to the U.S. for 1 month. For me, this is my family here.
He's run an orphanage about 35 minutes outside of Port-au-Prince since 2012.
Say hello. Hello. I have people knocking on my gate, day and night. Pastor David, we need food. We can't feed our families. Our families are hungry. Now get down. I know how dangerous it is because we had to evacuate in August. I had to load 85 people in the back of a big truck, and we had to literally flee from here, guns blasting. And I just can't imagine not being here.
Sitting next to him is Fritz. He's 18 years old and was primarily raised by David.
I love where I am, and the other place where I came from, it's gay area.
Have you ever thought, maybe I'll just leave Haiti and I'll go start a life, work somewhere else?
I thought about it, but it's difficult. I want to see change in my country.
What is your hope for Haiti's future, for your future?
For my future, I want to graduate from school first, and that'll only be possible if the gangs let the school function.
In Port-au-Prince, many schools are closed because of the escalating violence. In other parts of Haiti, schools are open, but some parents are scared to send their kids, or they're so desperate for food, they need them to work. This boy is just 13 years old. He told us he skipped school and walked, crossing the border to sell candles along the bridge in Dajabon, Dominican Republic. He told us his mom and younger brother and sister are waiting for him on the Haitian side of the border. Most Haitians cross the border temporarily, trying to find food, toilet paper, and work. Others cross hoping to stay and build a new life in the Dominican Republic, only to realize they're not wanted. And the DR's president has vowed to increase deportations.
As we were driving, making our way towards the border with Haiti, we were behind for about an hour. This immigration truck, inside it is full of migrants. They were standing all crammed in here. They are about to, we believe, be let go right here on the border and just told to cross back into Haiti, where many of them will not have food and are certainly faced with the threat of violence every single day.
But with our cameras focused on the van, the immigration officials seemed uncomfortable, one waving at the other to stop. Then they drove closer to the border where cameras could not go and later returned with an empty van.
So people, they can temporarily come here to get some goods, buy things like this from the market, take it across Haiti. But there really is not massive amounts of aid that is crossing into the border here. Just down this way, if we keep walking a little, we have to watch our step time, but we can walk this way and show you some. So that is the gate. That's where Haiti is on the other side. You see the flag there. There's just not a lot of help going through. You were in Ukraine covering the war in Ukraine. Remember on the Polish side in the early days when violence started to erupt there, Poland and other European nations, they were very quick to open their doors and say, if you're a refugee, come across. That is not happening for Haitians by and large. In the Dominican Republic's government, they have been very clear. Not only do they plan to continue deporting Haitian migrants, they also say they will absolutely not open any refugee camps.
The Bahamas' Minister of National Security, Wayne Monroe, comments on repatriations by sea. ZNS News has more.
Chaos and turmoil has become the order of the day. A sad state of affairs that reportedly hinders the creation of a transitional council to choose the island's next leader. Back here at home, some 122 Haitian migrants apprehended over the weekend could see themselves repatriated by sea, much like a previous group. Minister of National Security, the Honorable Wayne Monroe, spoke to the possible future of the group.
As the current security circumstance exists, although the U.S. has sent troops to secure the airport to evacuate their citizens, there's no indication of how long that will be. If sea is the only option, then we will have a look at further repatriation by sea if necessary.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick,
in association with our friends at
Antillian Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
In other news, more questions about Jamaica's House Speaker's decision to return reports to the Attorney General. Details in this TVJ News item.
The unprecedented walkout by government members during the opposition leader's budget presentation on Tuesday is still a talking point for stakeholders. This is what development economist Dr. Chris Stokes made of the situation.
We're in extra time now. I think how it turns out depends on the resolution of outstanding questions now. Have all reports been tabled? Was the return of the Auditor General's report tactical so that one could say that there are no outstanding reports? These are questions that need to be answered.
Tuesday's dramatic move was the latest in a series of back and forth between the government and the opposition over the Speaker of the House, Juliet Holness's performance in tabling parliamentary reports. On Friday, General Secretary of the Jamaica Labour Party, Dr. Horace Chang, said there were no outstanding reports from the Integrity Commission or the Auditor General to be tabled in Parliament. Dr. Chang also dismissed suggestions that the House Speaker was deliberately delaying the tabling of reports. However, in a surprising twist, Auditor General Pamela Monroe Ellis disclosed that two reports that were sent to Parliament on December 28 and January 29 were returned on Friday by Mrs. Holness. The Auditor General also indicated that the documents will be sent back to Parliament on Monday.
The fact that the Attorney General has not given a reason as to, why she took the position that she took, that all of this could still go sideways for the current administration.
In regards to whether the opposition leader, Mark Golding, was wrong for raising concerns about the Speaker of the House being the wife of the Prime Minister and questioning her performance,
it seems far more credible that now that she is in, that her decisions and her manner of conducting herself suggests a degree of impartiality, of rather partiality that goes beyond the normal partiality of speakers, and that seems to me to be the issue. It has no credibility to me to say that it should not have been done in the first place from where you are sitting.
On the issue of the relationship, I don't think it's a good idea. And I think the fact of the walkout is, in fact, evidence of this. The issue of the capacity or the decisions taken, quite frankly, based on some events that have happened maybe in the last 3 or so days, kind of cause you to question.
Dr. Stokes and attorney Nicole Gordon were speaking on Radio Jamaica's That's a Wrap program with Earl Moxham on Sunday.
TNT's Minister of Finance, Colm Imbert, has accused the opposition, UNC, of fooling the nation. TTT News has further details.
Minister Imbert said in all the furor demonstrated by the UNC over government's plan to reintroduce the property tax at 2%, they also had plans to introduce taxes when they were in government.
UNC in 2011, they introduced a bill to tax properties at a rate of 7.5%. of the taxable value. But it gets worse. How do they calculate the taxable value? It gets worse. In clause 9 of this bill, it says that it shall be permissible for the district revenue officer, in every case where he considers it expedient to do so, to calculate the annual taxable value of any building by taking 6% of the present capital value. But it gets worse.
Minister Imbert said the UNC was proposing a tax percentage higher than the PNM's proposition.
So they were charging a tax equivalent to 6 times what they are objecting to now.
The finance minister reiterated that the 801 payments received at 3% will be reimbursed.
In the meantime, the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association, TTMA, says it is in support of the residential property tax, but it's also calling for the operationalization of the Revenue Authority and for government to prioritize VAT refunds. TTT's Sunil Lalla reports.
Newly re-elected president of the Trinidad and Tobago Manufacturers Association, Roger Roach, said the TTMA supports the implementation of the residential property tax once citizens can see the benefits in their communities. At the association's leadership discussion event on Tuesday, he said government must ensure the tax is both reasonable and equitable.
If this means not having to change engine mounts, bend rims, or damage shocks because of bad roads, or flooding in our communities and businesses when a bucket of rain falls, we support the empowering of regional corporations to do their jobs.
Mr. Roach said the operationalization of the Revenue Authority is also critical for the country.
To prevent fraud and tax evasion, and to widen the tax net by ensuring that the entire tax burden is not carried by already compliant businesses.
But as it relates to VAT refunds, he said the TTMA will put forward several recommendations to resolve some of the issues and asked government to make this an utmost priority.
But right now, we have 46 very vocal members being owed approximately $500,000 TT in outstanding refunds. Ladies and gentlemen, it is no secret that the current system is not working.
In response, Trade Minister Paula Gopi-Skun said government and the Finance Minister remains committed to reworking the system to ensure VAT refunds are paid in a timely manner.
And I think he has committed to reworking this system, and I'm trusting and I'm going to have a conversation with him on that. I know what it means to you in terms of cash flow. I get all of the requests coming to me sometimes.
Sonolala, TTT News.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Until Trillion Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.